everyone today. This is Joanne from Photo Art Pavilion. It is January and we are in the J&J Photo Art Marketing Cafe. I have with me today my business partner, Jessica, who's going to step in and say a quick hello.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. So we have a really great presentation that is going to help give you some great insight on your 2024 Valentine's Day marketing. And I know Joanne worked really hard on pulling this all together. So I just want to make sure everyone keeps their mics muted and we're able to go through this. At the end, definitely ask us questions and we'll be able to get into the nitty gritty of whatever it is that comes up with your questions. All right, Joanne, let's jump into it.
All right, Jess, thanks so much. All right, so what we're going to talk about today is our Valentine's Day marketing strategies going into starting actually. I think we ought to be getting started with this today. How about that? So just met Jessica Lempin, my business partner and co-founder of Photo Art Pavilion. I am Joanne Hennig, also co-founder and partner with Photo Art Pavilion. Both of us are the curators of the website. We also manage the website and we work together with each of you art photographers on a one-on-one basis as needed. We also love to have these photo art marketing cafes once a month to sort of drill down on what is happening between now and the next 30 days to get you moving forward with promoting your art. Because one of the things that we have found for any artist to have any element of success in what it is that they're looking to do with their art photography to bring awareness around their art is to provide a little bit of promotion and to do that on a regular basis, month after month. So let's get ourselves prepared for Valentine's Day. So as you all know, February 15th is Valentine's Day. And as it approaches, we want to be prepared to celebrate everything that expresses the love of Valentine's Day with a lot of commercial opportunities available for all of us. While individuals are embracing the day to convey affection, businesses like us and small businesses in particular see it as a chance to cater to the enthusiasm of a gift shopper. However, the challenge does lie in ensuring that your brand and your art not only captures the hearts, but also the wallets of the consumers during this holiday season. So I'd like to put together, I did put together a quick guide for you, but I also want to just give you a couple of stats going forward. So being projected, believe it or not, Valentine's Day is a 26 billion with a B, $billion spending spree by Americans primarily. The surge in spending is not just for significant others, it's also a surge that sees gifts going out to friends, to coworkers, classmates, teachers, professors, whatever, anybody else in your life that you would like to show some appreciation and gratitude, because Valentine's Day has become more than just a significant other holiday. It's become a holiday to bring forth a gift of gratitude to others. So out of that 26 billion, 35% of that is being spent in an online store. That's $9 billion, people. So the online shoppers are also bargain hunters, and their projected average spending is $335. So I ask you as art photographers, do you have anything in your online portfolio that fits a $335 bargain hunter budget? I bet you do, but if you don't, now is a good time to create that item and promote it to your audience. So one of the things, before we get moving too far forward, let's all remember everything that we want to do with regard to our art marketing promotion has to fit into what it is that you're comfortable with. So I'm going to present 12 ideas. Not every idea is going to be something that you're going to fall over and say, oh my goodness, I really have to do that, but I'm freaked out and I don't know how. Let's not get you down to that point of freak out. Let's get you to the point of let's get something on the calendar for you moving forward. So as I mentioned in the very beginning, we want to start the promotions early, ideally mid-January. So today happens to be, I believe it's January 15th or 16th. So mid-January is a good time to begin your Valentine marketing promotions to ensure that you have some success with your campaign. As I've said in the past, Jessica's mentioned this too, when we send out our monthly marketing newsletter, we always have to be looking forward, not just at what's happening this week. We want to be looking down the road, 30 days down the road, 45, 60, and so forth. So getting those promotions started early is always a very good thing. We also want to make sure that we're identifying our target audience. We've talked about this as well in the past. Your three F's, your friends, family, and fans. Everybody has them. Everybody has friends, everybody has family, and everybody has fans. So make sure that they are part of your target audience. And it's a great way to get started with getting your promotional materials crafted and sort of zeroing in on what it is your promotions are going to say. If you know who your family, friends, and fans are, you have an idea of who your target audience is, you can always build from there. And then you have a good idea of what it is their interest would be. You also want to create a sense of urgency. Shoppers have a fear of missing out. They feel it. They feel like if I don't act on this now, if I don't jump on that button now, if I don't make the buy now, I'm going to lose my sale. I'm going to lose the coupon. I'm going to lose whatever it is. So bring that fear of missing out urgency into your marketing and your promotional campaigns, like mentioning things like limited stock or a limited time sale opportunity, because the urgency of your promotion is also going to create an increase in your conversions. So if you typically are sending out, as an example, social media posts that are really highlighting your art, what you have available on your online gallery now, going forward, if you were to add a little sense of urgency, a limited time, or limited to 10 prints or something of that nature, you'll see that the uptick in conversions for your sales will definitely start to come about in doing so. Make sure, this is important, make sure that you explain to your audience the delivery timeline. We're dealing in art prints. Unless you have the art prints sitting in your home studio, think about the delivery timelines that it's going to take to get that art piece into the consumer's hand. So you want to be communicating very clearly about how long it takes for production and delivery. Typically it takes 7 to 10 days. So if you happen to get to the end of the cycle of this promotional period, this Valentine's Day promotional period, let's say we're starting today, tomorrow, the next day, and we're starting to cram into close to that February 14th date, as we get within that 7 to 8 time frame, and you can no longer feel like you can deliver a finished piece of art to your potential your prospects, then consider offering them gift cards as a last minute shopper would like to have. So just think along how you can always be in front of those art buyers and how you can deliver something of value to them and when they need it. You also want to emphasize the free shipping. We're a lot like Amazon here at Photo Art Pavilion. We have free shipping on every order that comes through our store. It's a great incentive to offer your art buyers. The last thing they want to see in the checkout process is add-ons. It's difficult enough that we have to add on sales tax, and it's something we just cannot avoid. But adding on shipping and then any other little add-ons at the check-in process typically will have art buyers jumping off the sale process, jumping out of the shopping cart. And we don't want to have them do that. So we want to make sure that you emphasize that free shipping, stick to it, don't have any crazy little add-ons at your checkout process when you're going through the sale. And make sure also that you have some uniqueness involved in what it is that you're offering. So you want to highlight that there's customization for your art pieces. I love to do that in my promotion. I love to show my potential buyers how a piece might look as a framed item, as just matted or on metal or on canvas, showing the customization, showing the different size options. All of these things make for a better sales opportunity for you and a better buying opportunity for your client. They like to have variety in their purchasing power, so it's a good idea to incorporate that into your marketing, whether it be through social media, through direct email, or through any other means that you might be utilizing. As you're putting your art pieces out there on the World Wide Web, in your online gallery, through your search engine, through your social media, make sure you're using SEO friendly, search engine optimization friendly strategies in your storefront, your social media posts, and in your blogs. You want to use Valentine's Day related keywords, phrases, and hashtags. But where do you find that? Very simple. You can go on the internet, utilize Google or any other search engine that you're comfortable with, and simply type in search engine friendly hashtags or search engine friendly keywords for Valentine's Day 2024. You will be getting a list that will probably make your eyes go blurry, but at the same token, you'll have a great alternative use of phrases to be utilized over the next 30 days to bring in those art buyers, because you're going to be out on the social media platforms. In addition to the direct emails, you're going to be doing some social media, some blogging, whatever else it is that you're doing. We want to also try and capture people that have never seen you before, never heard of you before. So having a search engine optimization friendly strategy within your social media posts and your blogs and in your storefront is a good way to capture people that are just searching around the internet looking for those outrageously fun and beautiful Valentine's Day gifts for their special someone. Okay, so think about that. You want to also encourage interaction. You want to use content like videos, images, graphics, and so forth. You want to run polls if you can run a poll. Think again creatively outside the box of how you can run like a question poll on your social media posts. You can use stories, which are really a lot of fun, and encourage interaction with them. Whenever you ask a question in a social media post, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get responses to those questions. When you get responses to those questions, it gives you the opportunity to go back and respond to the response. And this opens up a dialogue, and the dialogue also opens up a sense of comfort between you and the potential prospect. So you want to make sure you're going to bring interaction elements into your connection with your audience. One of the latest things that social media is really digging into pretty deep, and it's really starting to trend, we're definitely looking at this as a trend going forward, is the use of sound in social media posts. If you haven't opened up your Instagram or Facebook in quite a while, do so. And when you're going through the feed and you're scrolling through the feed, turn the sound on. You'll start to see that just about every post now, not just the stories and not just the reels, but even the posts also offer some sound. So make use of sound in your social media posts. It is something that is trending, and what it does is it kind of freezes the viewer to stop and listen if there's something that's appealing to them. If it's not, they're going to keep scrolling. So just be mindful of that when you're working through getting your promotional material moving forward. Perceived value. We did an entire J&J Café on this. I believe it was early last year or maybe late the year before. But perceived value is a critical element to running sales. The best way for me to explain this is to run a significant markup in your prices. So I'll go into my store. If I'm looking to run a big sale, let's say 25% off, what I might do is go into my store, into my artist suggested commission, my 100% commission grid. I might mark that up 15% across the board. And then I'll go out and offer a 25 or 30% discount to my customer. They see a 25, 30% discount and they're like, wow, I better jump on that right away. In reality, what I've created is a perceived value. I've marked my prices up before I've marked them down. So in reality, I am taking a discount on my pricing point, but I'm not taking as deep a discount as being perceived by the customer. So that's a little inside secret between all of us art sellers, looking at perceived value. If you want some more information about that, I know we did a full J&J Café on that. I think it was last year sometime. So you can go to our YouTube channel, search through our videos there, and follow up on that discussion. Let's talk about direct email. You know, that's my favorite. You know, there's nothing that hooks an audience better than a personalized direct email campaign. Notice I have the word personalized capitalized here. Personalizing email campaigns going out is important. That's where you get an email that says, "Dear Joanne, dear Jessica, as opposed to, hey there. Uh, Remember, when we're sending out direct email, it's either a friend, a fan, or a family, somebody that we've already had an interaction with and they know us personally. So we want to make sure that we're personalizing that direct email campaign going back out to them. In doing so, your software like your MailChimp or your ActiveCampaign or your other direct email marketing software services will have the ability for you to personalize your emails going out. If you need help with that, just reach out to the service that you're utilizing, and I'm sure they'll be able to point you in the right direction. But that's a really important feature, especially when we're asking for our potential art buyers to make a purchase around something that's extremely personal, like a Valentine's Day gift. So think about that before you send off that email blast. And finally, I'd like to encourage all of you to think about a giveaway. So if you're not comfortable with dropping your prices down 25 or 30%, if you're not looking to go in that direction, what about doing a giveaway through your emails and your social media? A simple one I have here is like, encourage your followers to tag a special someone for a chance to win a Valentine's Day print. That's one way of going at it. You can have giveaways where for the first 12 people that like/share this post, tag, and share this post, will receive a free 8x12 print or whatever the number is. Giveaways are great because it does two things. You may not get the sale right up front, but what you're doing is you're capturing that prospect's email address, maybe their phone number. If they happen to win that giveaway, you're also capturing their home mailing address. So there's an ability for you to continue to market to them going forward into the future. So let's say you are giving away 10 8x12 prints to the first 10 people that do X, whatever X is. Once you have those people in your purview, now it's up to you to follow up and bring them deeper into your fold. And once they're deeper into your fold, you have the ability to shine them as high as a polish as you want to shine them, but it's an opportunity for you to really move forward with them going in the future. And people love free stuff, they love giveaways, so you're going to be building your email list. When you do that, you're going to be building your followers on your social media, and most likely you'll be building sales as well. So as I mentioned earlier, this was going to be a very short presentation, and there's a lot of information there, but if there's additional support that you need, Jessica and I are always available. There's our phone number, our email address, and of course, our website. So please do not hesitate to reach out to us. So now that we've run through this Valentine's Day marketing ideas, we're going to jump over to the Q&A. And we're going to see if there's anybody out there that wants to talk about this topic a little bit further.
Hi, Joanne. So I do want to jump in. That was great. Thank you so much for putting that together and sharing with everyone the 12 different steps of how to be able to get in front of the 3Fs: family, friends, and fans. And I do want to say too, don't hesitate on boosting your posts. You're running a giveaway, boost it, create it as an ad. You want to be able to reach outside of your niche to those eyeballs in the greater pool. So that's always an option too, to expand that reach. But yeah, that is fantastic. And emailing goes such a long way. It really does. It's just a matter of getting started if you haven't done so already. So
that's a good point. In doing this, these 12 ideas, boosting is always a great idea. Running any kind of ad that you can run is always a good idea. Trying to give all of you the thought process that you can continue to do your marketing and you can continue to do your promoting and not have to spend money, but you have to continue. I want all of you to start getting into the habit of, I have to, on a month-to-month basis, do my promotional work in order to bring awareness to my art. It's not a good idea to go dormant on with your audience. It's you have to remain in front of them in order for them to always have you in the back of their mind when it comes to making a purchase of your art. I know I do great when I send out my direct email campaigns, and they're the toughest thing for me to do. I spend a lot of time, as you all know, working on bringing forth a lot of good stuff for the Photo Art Pavilion community, whether it be these cafes, other things that we're doing, the workshops, the tours, the exhibits, all of that kind of stuff. Uh, but believe it or not, I make it my point. It's on my calendar every month to get my direct email campaign out the door. Sometimes it's just as something, it doesn't even have to be salesy. And I know I've talked about that in the past, where it can just be, hey, how you doing? I'm doing this. What are you up to? Something, just keep the conversation going, because once you go dormant, your ability to sell and the awareness around your art goes dormant as well. So just keep that in mind. The things that we spoke about today, for the most part, are just little elements that you can add into things that most of you are already doing. And I know a lot of you are already doing a lot of this. A lot of you are on social media. A lot of you have built your direct email lists. A lot of you have done the giveaways and certain other things with your marketing. These are just additional ideas to keep you thinking on the lines of, all right, we're going to drill into Valentine's Day. A lot of us forget that we get past Thanksgiving and Christmas and Hanukkah and all that. We're just like, oh, there goes the selling season. Well, I have to beg to differ with you, because Valentine's Day, as I just mentioned to you, $26 billion, 9 billion of which is in online sales. That's a huge amount of money being moved around. So let's not shortchange that. And I'm going to tell you, the next big one coming up is Mother's Day. Mother's Day is huge. And I would even say, if you feel like you're not comfortable about working on Valentine's Day right now, then start looking ahead for Mother's Day. It's never too early to take these principles that we laid out today, these 12 principles, and start incorporating them into these holiday highlights of sales opportunities. Because what works for Valentine's Day will work for Mother's Day, will work for Father's Day, will work for Christmas. It'll work throughout the whole year. But the idea now is it's January 16th. I see, not the 15th, the 16th. And we need to start getting ourselves positioned now in order to have results for Valentine's Day, which is right around the corner.
And I got to say too, doing all this work, it's about creating the opportunity to give your three Fs a moment to really focus and potentially shop the artwork at hand when you're creating a coupon, when you're creating those promotions, the giveaways. It keeps them a little bit more engaged every time you're giving them something. It doesn't always have to be much, but just giving them something. And again, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, there's always some sort of holiday happening. It's just a matter of creating that opportunity behind it to be able to give people the chance to buy the art. So even people buying homes, they buy homes all throughout the year. You never know which one of these three Fs might be having that life change and being able to now really pinpoint the art that they want in their home. So you never know. And it's just a matter of getting in and really building out those different sales. And Valentine's Day is a fantastic holiday. It's definitely a big one, as Joanne was saying, $26 billion, nine billion in online sales.
Right.
That is huge. So now what are you going to do about it? You got to get started. Today's the day.
The other statistic that came through is that the usual purchases, I'm just reading this, of candy and cards and flowers and jewelry and so forth, and evening out, is still corners a lot of the purchasing power. But the non-traditional gifts are starting to surge in this spending frenzy, if you will. So I consider art to be a non-traditional gift, but it's a gift like no other. And I have always positioned my marketing around a gift that lasts a lifetime, because flowers will wilt, chocolates will be eaten and they'll be gone. The card will be, oh, this is beautiful. And then, 30 days from now, the cards might be in the trash, but that piece of art will be on the wall for forever. So that's another little thing you might want to consider, that it's a gift that lasts a lifetime. Yeah, I had a direct message by sound. do you mean music? And the answer to that is yes. So in social media land, um, when you're creating your, I'm going to stay with Instagram. Most of us are familiar with Instagram, but in Instagram, you could create the static post, you can create a video post. Um, but you can also, there's a little button down below when you're creating that you can add music. And then they usually, Instagram will recommend certain tunes for you. And you could go through and listen to them and sample them and then pick which one you think kind of matches the message that you're trying to send. But yeah, when I say add sound, I do mean music. And, try to make it pleasant, something that you think would capture people that you want to target, your target audience. Yep. And again, if something comes to mind after we end the meeting, please reach out to us via email or by phone. We're happy to speak with you one-on-one and help you move forward with whatever challenges you might be having with getting yourself promoted. Promote thy art.
Now, I do want to say too, it is hard as an artist to basically market yourself, because that's what you're doing. You're marketing yourself, getting your artwork out, trying to stand behind your work. Sometimes, depending who you are, that's definitely a hard job. And if you're not getting started and jumping into it or seasoned at it, it is a struggle. We do offer the Sidekick marketing program. We will assist you with providing content for your social media networks. So that is always an option. If you have questions about that, obviously reach out to us. We understand the challenges that go behind marketing. And this is why we do the J&Js, and this is why we are giving you the tools, just like the marketing email that goes out with the look ahead, talking topics, things like that, that help you think outside of your box to be able to really get in front of your 3Fs, family, friends, and fans.
Yeah. So, I would make one more point.
Yeah.
And that's really a great point, what you just made, Jessica. But the other point I'd like to make is that, we talk about direct mail, we talk about social media, we talk about blogging, we talk about Facebook versus Instagram versus Pinterest and all of that. If you are seeing a solid interaction on any one of those platforms, any one of those places, then drive that as hard as you can. If Instagram is the place where you're capturing, your audience is building, you're getting interactions and so forth, drive that. If Facebook is that for you, drive it. If direct mail is that for you, drive it. All right. It takes a little bit of time as we're going through all of this promotion on a month-to-month basis to kind of start to feather out and come out of the woods, if you will, out of the weeds as to what it really is, where your audience is really engaging with you. Once you find that spot, then that's what I would drive. I would drive that, pretty hard.
Agreed. You don't have to be everywhere. At least, even if you're just starting out, start one platform, see how you do. Just keep working at it. Yeah.
I think we'll put a wrap on this meeting. Once again, please send us emails, hello@photoartpavilion.com, or shoot us a phone, give us a phone call, 888-217-7748. We're happy to speak with you, help you, work with you in any capacity that you need. But let's bring awareness around those art pieces, because you guys have a lot of really gorgeous stuff to offer. Okay.
Agreed. So thank you everyone for coming, and we'll see you next month.
See you next month. Have a good one. Bye, everybody.
Bye.